Hello everyone, today we are going to talk about used to, be used to, and get used to. Remember, my name is Deadly Cespedes and I'm going to be your teacher today. Okay, let's start with used to. We use used to talk about a custom or a habit that we had in the past. We don't have this custom now, okay? For doing this, we are going to have the same structure in English, that is subject, verb, and complement, okay? The only new thing is that we are going to use used to as an auxiliary verb, and the main verb is going to be in its base form, okay? If we are going to talk about a negative situation, we are going to use the auxiliary verb did. Why? Because it was an action that we did in the past, okay? But in this case, used to goes without the, okay? Similar to the questions, we are going to start with did, and used to is going to be without the, okay? And the WH question similar to the previous one, okay? Let's see some examples. I used to be lazy, now I'm very active. When I was a child, I used to read comics. What about you? Did you used to read comics? I didn't used to read comics. I used to watch TV. Easy, right? Now let's go to be used to. We already talked about past habits. Let's talk about present habits now. We are going to use be used to talk about present habits or situations, okay? We can talk about them in past, but we can't do it in future, okay? In this case, we are going to have our verb to be as an auxiliary, but used to is going to be an adjective. In this case, the main verb is going to be with ing form, okay? If we have a negative sentence, we are going to use the auxiliary verb, that is verb to be, in negative form. And in here, we are going to use it as an auxiliary in questions, okay? So let's see some examples. We said we can talk about past, but we can talk in present and in future. So let's see the present. Daniela is used to coming late to class. But in the future, Daniela will be used to coming early to class, okay? They are used to working in class. They will be used to working in class. We are changing here. We are adapting a new habit. My students aren't used to speaking English. My students won't be used to speak in class. Yeah, we change, and we are going to be working on that situations to change. Okay, now we are going to be working with get used to. In the first slide, we were talking about used to, that it was related to past, right? In the second part, we were talking about be used to. It was about present, okay? And get used, we are going to talk about changing a habit, okay? So let's see what happened with get used to. We are going to use get used when we are going to talk about adaptation to new situations, okay? Or when we are in the process of having new habits, okay? In this case, we are going to talk about simple present. Different to the previous ones, this can be used with different tenses. We can talk with get used in simple present or in simple past or in future. It doesn't matter. The main thing here is having get used, okay? Similar to the previous one, the main verb is going to be with ing, okay? So let's see some examples. I'm getting used to having virtual classes. So in this case, it's present continuous. I don't get used to staying at home, simple present. I didn't get used to live in Africa, okay? And I will get used to studying by myself. See, these are the different ways that we can use getting used. Now let's mix them. Let's see how it looks having them together. When I was a child, I used to sleep till late. Now that I am an adult, I'm used to waking up early, but I'm still getting used to having an adult routine. See, this is the way we can mix them. If you have questions, let me know in your comments. Okay, that's all for today. This is just a matter of practice. If you have any questions, just Let me know in your comments. If you like this video, just give it a like. Bye!